Do you have an event coming up?
I gotta ask this question.
Oh,
Why
sure.
do you do what you do? Why do you all do what you all do?
The money. I'm just kidding.
No, we want to make a difference. I think that that is ultimately what drives us.
Now that you're doing this, has this information and the people that you come in contact with and the knowledge that has it changed your life?
100% in a variety of ways, whether it be with friendships, relationships, sort of meeting new people who become a part of our lives that never would have been before. But also there's more empathy, I think, than there ever has been before because we do a lot of listening.
This conversation has changed my life. Like every time we talk to somebody who's lost somebody and you hear their story, it just opens up another, I keep saying like another door. Like it just opens up another part of reality that I didn't know was there. You know, I've never personally met anybody who's lost whose child was stolen from them at 5 days old, and now that possibility is now a reality to me.
And you said that she had a beautiful smile. That was pretty remarkable to us. That you actually said that about the woman who took Raymond. You know, you sort of complimented her, and again, back to why we do this. Something like that is why, honestly, you've had a missing loved one, your son, for 40 years, and you can then compliment that woman who did something awful, and that is something that affects us.
I was asked on my show, did I hate her? I I don't hate her. And then somebody emailed me and said, "How I saw on your show, how can you not say you hate her? She stole your son." And my and I answered it on the show. My answer to that was that she took away the first time he walked, first day of school, first day of high school, first, his graduation, his first girlfriend and all that. She took all that away from me. Why would I give her anything else? Why would I? Because if I hated her or felt anything for her, then that would be energy in my body that I'm holding against her. I'm not going to give her that. I won't give her anything else. She's took a jewel from me. Why would I give her anything else? Why would I have anything, hold anything in my body, in my energy for her? I won't do it. I won't do it. So how would I feel? Because it came up, the Kamaya Mobley story, and how that mom, she didn't want her, Kamaya, calling her mom, because she wasn't her mom, you know. And somebody asked me, well, suppose your son called a lady that took him, if somebody else mom, how would you feel about that? I wouldn't like it. I don't know, because I'm not in that situation. She was right there in that situation. But I wouldn't like it. You know what I'm saying? But I just cannot I can't see in me having anything for her at all in me. I don't hate her because I know hate is not of God, but I just won't hold anything for her in my spirit, in my being at all. I just won't do that. I won't give her that satisfaction.
Was that way of thinking and that point of view something that you decided early on, or was it something gradual that you realized you had to do?
It was gradual. No, early on, I hated her, and I hated her, and I was mad at me because that not only affected me in that way. For years, I wouldn't even make a decision for myself because I made a major decision when I opened the door and let her in, and she took my baby. I was supposed to be the one to keep him safe, and I was supposed to be the one to make sure he was okay. I actually opened the door and invited her in, and she took my baby. So I hated her, and I didn't like me much either, you know, because of that. So I had to do a whole lot of mental stuff to get to this point. I had to do a whole lot of mental stuff because at the end of the day, regardless of what we said, how we said, I still opened the door and invited her in.
Have you forgiven yourself now for that?
Yeah, yeah, I have.